The Mary Celeste remains one of the most enduring maritime mysteries in history. This American merchant brigantine was discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean in 1872, with no sign of its crew or passengers. The circumstances surrounding the ship's abandonment have fascinated historians, writers, and maritime enthusiasts for over a century, spawning countless theories ranging from plausible explanations to speculative fantasies. Origins and early years. The Mary Celeste was originally built in Spencer's Island, Nova Scotia, Canada, and launched under the name Amazon in May 1861. It was a relatively small vessel, 103 feet in length and weighing 282 tons. The ship was intended for general cargo transportation and began its career modestly. However, the Amazon experienced a series of misfortunes early in its life. Its first captain, Robert McClellan, fell ill and died shortly after the ship's maiden voyage. Subsequent voyages were marred by collisions and other mishaps, leading some to believe that the ship was cursed. After changing hands several times, the vessel was sold to an American consortium in 1868 and renamed Mary Celeste. The name change was intended to signify a fresh start for the troubled vessel. The ship was refurbished and continued its career under American ownership. The fateful voyage. On November 7, 1872, the Mary Celeste departed from New York City bound for Genoa, Italy. The ship was captained by Benjamin Briggs, an experienced mariner who came from a respected seafaring family. On board were Briggs' wife, Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia, and a crew of 7 men, making a total of 10 people. The ship carried a cargo of 1,701 barrels of denatured alcohol, a highly flammable substance. Briggs was known for his meticulous planning and careful navigation. His last known communication, a letter to his mother sent shortly before departure, expressed confidence in the voyage. Weather conditions at the time of departure were favorable, and there was no indication of the calamity that would soon follow. Discovery of the abandoned ship. On December 4, 1872, the Mary Celeste was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean about 400 miles east of the Azores by the British brig Dei Gratia. The crew of the Dei Gratia, commanded by Captain David Morehouse, noted that the ship appeared abandoned but seaworthy. The Mary Celeste's single lifeboat was missing, as were all 10 people who had been on board. Upon boarding the ship, the Dei Gratia crew found puzzling evidence. The Mary Celeste's sails were partly set but in poor condition, and some rigging was damaged. The ship's main hatch was open, but the cargo hold was mostly intact, with the exception of 9 empty barrels of alcohol. The personal belongings of the crew and passengers were still on board, as were adequate provisions for the journey. Most perplexingly, the ship's logbook was found, with the last entry dated November 25, 9 days earlier. It placed the Mary Celeste near Santa Maria Island in the Azores, with no indication of distress. Investigations and theories. The discovery of the Mary Celeste sparked widespread speculation. An inquiry was held in Gibraltar, but investigators could not determine the cause of the abandonment. There were no signs of a struggle, piracy, or foul play. The cargo of alcohol was largely intact, ruling out theft as a motive. Several theories have been proposed over the years to explain the mystery. Piracy or mutiny. While initially suspected, no evidence of violence or robbery was found. The ship's valuable cargo and personal items were untouched. Explosion and panic. Some historians suggest that fumes from the alcohol cargo may have caused a small explosion or the threat of one, prompting the crew to abandon ship temporarily. However, this theory struggles to explain why they did not return, especially as the ship remained seaworthy. Natural disasters. Sudden weather phenomena such as waterspouts or rogue waves have been proposed as causes. However, the condition of the ship and its relatively minor damage make this explanation unlikely. Deliberate abandonment. Another theory suggests that Captain Briggs ordered the abandonment due to a perceived threat, such as a leak or structural instability. The Mary Celeste was found carrying about 3.5 feet of water in its bilge, but this was not unusual for a ship of its size and did not indicate imminent danger. Paranormal explanations. Over the years, the Mary Celeste has been the subject of supernatural speculation, including stories of sea monsters, Bermuda Triangle-like phenomena, and alien abductions. While these ideas capture the imagination, they lack any factual basis. Later history. The Mary Celeste was salvaged and returned to service after its discovery, but its reputation as a cursed ship persisted. It changed ownership several more times, with each voyage seemingly plagued by misfortune. In 1885, the ship was deliberately wrecked off the coast of Haiti in an insurance fraud scheme. The captain who orchestrated the scam was arrested, but the Mary Celeste was beyond repair, bringing an end to its ill-fated career. Legacy. The mystery of the Mary Celeste remains unsolved to this day. The ship's story has been retold and fictionalized in countless books, films, and television programs. Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes, published a fictionalized account of the event in 1884, which helped cement the ship's place in popular culture.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.